Hi, this is Mimi from Mimi's Paper Crafting. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're going to be making my December daily. Now, I don't do a December daily where you make these intricate pages and all that. My December daily is just to talk about one specific thing that happened that day. Like if we watched Christmas movies or went Christmas shopping or the first time it snows in December or seeing the lights, that kind of stuff. It's nothing where I'm going to want to go and do all these intricate pages that some people do. That's not my style for a December daily. So but with that being said, we're going to get started. I have the this autobiography of Santa Claus I found, I want to say 2 years ago. Might even have been last year. Time's weird these days, isn't it? At the Dollar Tree. I had grabbed two. I have one that I made to sell and I have this one left. So what I'm going to do is use this, but I like my December dailies every year to use rings, which I didn't grab. So I'm going to cut apart this book and we're going to get started. I just dropped my trimmer. It's fine. We're all fine here. If you're not new to my channel, you'll notice I have a new desk. So things happened. So things are in weird positions in my room. So, alright. I'm going to chop apart this book. First and foremost, I'm just going to put it down and chop it. Actually, let's start with the back. And this is what are we at here? 5 1/4. So 5 1/4. Now we gotta do the same for this side. 5 1/4. We don't need that anymore. We can put it away. And then some years I use like Christmas children's books, that kind of stuff. But I have a bunch of Christmas paper, so I'm just going to use this. And I've already cut into this one. I didn't want to use a full collection because I could use that for something else. But since I've already cut into this one, I figured we'd use it. And this is the Jingle All the Way collection from Echo Park. And we should have enough paper. If not, I will grab solids. I'm sorry, I cannot think. Let's also find out how tall this is. Can't see, so we'll turn it this way. This is 8 1/2 inches tall. So for me, I don't want to go over 8 1/2 inches, but I can be smaller. Okay, that's just how I do it. Also, since this is 5 1/4, a little less than 5 1/4, I don't want to go, I can go any width because I can fold papers over and stuff like that, but I don't want to go any longer than 8 1/2. Let's see. We have a bunch of paper here. Are there any one that I want to save the cut aparts and use the cut aparts? Truly, I should use all the cut aparts. That's what I usually do. Gather all the cut aparts and put them aside, and we'll go from there. Now I need 25 pages because it's 25 days of Christmas, and I don't do usually don't do double pages, just one single page. I'm going to start, and I'm just going to use the scraps that I have sitting here, like, honestly. And then 8.5. Okay, so that's 1 page. In the back, I don't care that it looks like that. It does not bother me, because I can either back it with something else, or it's going to get covered with something else. Honestly, it's going to probably get covered with photos. So there's this one. If I really cared, I could do this if I really wanted to, but like I said, I don't care. I could though, however, I might, and I think this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut off and just use this part of it. And then have this, which I'm kind of mad, it would have been a full piece. But that's okay. It's alright. We'll live. I didn't even think to look at the back of it. So I'm going to cut this to 8.5. And then I think I'm going to cut this to 8.25. And I'll fold over a few inches. So we'll do that one like that. And we'll just do this one to 5.25. Oh, actually we'll do it to 5. Because it was a little less than 5.25. So that's what? That's 4 so far. I'm going to take one of each piece and then go from there. Let's do this one again. That's going to be long. So literally I just go through and decide what I want each piece to look like. So I'm just going to cut this one to 5. Like so. Same with this one. And I think there's a few more full sheets I'll cut down, and then we'll reassess. I just made Christmas cards. I don't know, you've probably already, I have no idea. Listen, I'll be the first to tell you, I have no idea. This is November 4th, okay? And the boyfriend is still on vacation, so I'm trying to get done as much as I can and film as much as I can before he goes back to work. Because I can be down here and not have to worry about the dog. Because, you know, if you don't know and you're just stumbling upon this, I have a dachshund. If you know anything about dachshunds, you know that they're needy. So, I can't always craft when I want to. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I need 16 more pieces of paper. Let's look at our cut aparts now. Okay. When you use the cut aparts, I like using the big ones. So let's cut these. So we'll use all of these, and then, oh, I gotta cut these off because I want to get to this other one here. So there we go. I want this one. Let's trim off that little bit there. So that's 10, 13 with these. Okay. So I still need 12. These I don't like to use because I think they're a little too small for what I would want to do. So, what did I say? 13? I already don't remember. How sad is that? Is this the one that's 8.5? Yeah. 8.5. We'll keep this the way it is. So 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay. And then I don't know. Okay. What is it this way? We need to cut this down to 10. 9.5. So I'll use this as a page like this. Okay, so let's do another one of those. And I once again lost track of how many papers that was. That's all right. I'm going to do the same thing, 9. And I think we need at least 2 more. I better count. Jeez Louise. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So we need 4 more. So that takes us to all the paper. Great. Look at that. We'll use up all the paper, as much as we can. Actually, I'm going to just leave this one like this. Okay. Same with this one, so I just need to cut this to 8.5. Okay. I can do the same with this one. Okay. And these last two I have to do the same way I decided on the other ones because of the direction. I guess it doesn't really matter the direction of the paper. Okay, so the only thing we have left are our cut aparts and these little bit of scraps. Okay, now we just need my scoreboard so we can score what we need to score. Okay, I paused because I really needed a drink, and I don't like to drink on camera. Nobody wants to hear that gulping sound. Oh, I think this one can go this way. This one needs to be scored. Yep, at 5. And then it goes like that. Okay. This one you go that way. Same like this one. And that one. Okay. So this is 8.5. So we go this way, and I need to score at 2.5. Okay. So at 5 inches, there's 3. Score at 4 inches. Right? And then, nobody thought to say that to me. I will just trim off a bit of this. I didn't want it like that. I was not paying attention. So let's just trim some of this off. So I want it to go like that, so we're going to trim off 1 inch. Okay. And then what I think I'm going to do is just glue that on there. There we go. We'll glue that on there for some extra, or maybe back here. Somewhere. It's going to get glued on here. Somewhere, since that was my dumb fault. Okay. That's what happens when it's first thing in the morning. That one's good. Good. Literally first thing in the morning I came down. Okay, this is... And, put my room back together. Because like I said, I do have this new top. Okay, so I'm going to score this at 3. There we go. That's better. And so my desk was apart. So I came down to put it back together so I could film. So I'm just scoring them at a place that just seems to make sense to me. Wait. Do it this way. Okay, and I think I only have, that's it, these 3 last ones. And then what I think we'll do is take some of the cut-aparts and decorate the page with some of the scraps and cut-aparts. This one's the one that's 9 inch, so I want to score it at 4. Okay, and the same with this one, gets scored at 4. Okay, that's all of our pages. Now we just have to punch holes. So I have my crocodile, and what I do is I take the front cover, I take my centering ruler, and I mark off the center. Okay, if I can find a pencil, I mark off the center of the book for my first punch, and I do 3 punches, and then I always do 2 inches up and 2 inches down. That's how I always do my ring. And then I take the big one, and that's too deep. I'm going to line this up, and I make sure the pencil mark, which you probably cannot see, is in between the hole right here, and I punch. And because it's chipboard, it does get stuck in the stupid crocodile all the time. Okay, also, you can still see my marks, so let's erase my marks. Okay, so there's that. And then what I do is I stupidly put away my pencil, and I take my cover, and I use my cover, since that's what I punched first, as my template for every page. And trust me, you should also do that, because you never know. One slip on one page and then everything that you punched is off. I can't see that. Hold on, I gotta pull that back. Jeez. Really could not see that. This light is very, very bright this morning. Okay, so now I have that done. And then I use my cover, once again, to do all my pages. Okay, so let's take this off. We have all of our pages here, and since they're all different sizes, I try to put together the ones that are the same, like all the tall ones will go together. So I can punch more at the same time. Okay. So these, what is going on? Why are these so long? Why is this one so unbelievable? Oh, because it should have been. All right, well, we're just gonna, I'm not gonna bother. There we go. I'm not gonna bother with the scoreboard. That's silly. So I'm gonna take now the more plain ones, the folded ones I'm gonna put together because there's more bulk. I'm glad that I gathered everything together. Okay, so and then I'm going to clip them together so I could punch them all at once. Let's make sure everything's facing the way it should be facing, so we don't accidentally punch something the wrong way. See, like these, well, I guess the Santas aren't really directional, huh? And then I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to clip it here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this first bunch, take my pencil, trace my circle, and then I'm going to punch through all of them because it's the crocodile and it can. Okay, so that's one group. And then we have this one, which I need to take these clips off because they'll be in the way, but they didn't shift while I was waiting. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing. Take the pencil, trace the circle, okay. All right. So now those are done, and we just have to figure out these. All right. So all of the ones that are cut aparts, we're going to line up and make sure we have them the way we want them. Like I like them facing out, not in. Okay, and then we're going to take this and I'm going to even it up as much as possible. And do the same thing. And then we'll take the other ones and we'll do the same darn thing. And make sure whichever ones are big are on the bottom, like so. And I think what's going to end up happening is I'm only going to be able to punch through 2. It's not going to be big enough to get to the third, but I'm going to do as best as I can. I'm going to do it on 1. Can I do one that's not black so I can see? There we go. I meant green. That was dark. I meant dark. Jeez Louise. I don't know colors this morning. It's fine. Of course I don't know colors this morning. Why would I? Okay. I'm just going to do the same thing. All right. That is all of that. Now that's all done. And we're going to put it together. And I'm going to need rings. I'm going to need decent size rings because by the time Christmas is over, I'll have a huge I'll have a huge journal, a big December daily. It'll be chunky. Okay, so I'm just going to take and split these apart so I can just kind of go through and add pieces in so they're a little bit more separate and they're not all, nope, see, this is what I'm saying. There we go. of these do I have? I have 4, and I have 3, 1, so we'll count that as 4. So we're going to put 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, like so. That way there are no pages that are the same next to each other. We can only hope though, right? I like setting it up like this, that way as soon as they're on I can close them up and not worry about losing any pages. And also, I don't know if you noticed that, because I punched my holes the same distance apart, top and bottom, I'm able to put these any way I like, either on the top or the bottom. I can alternate where I put them. I'm going to go this way because there was 2 plaids right there and I don't want to. Oh, look at that. I mispunched that. Alright, we'll fix that. So something happened there. Let's fix that now. So how I'm going to fix it is I'm going to take, let's see, actually, you know what? We'll use this piece of paper and I'm going to glue it on. See, I knew this piece of paper would come in handy. So I'm going to glue this on. Oh, darn it. I'm going to try to glue it on the right side anyway. So we're going to glue this on and cover part of it. Mispunching happens. It happens. It happens a lot with my Cricut. I'm not even going to joke with you. It happens a lot with my Cricut. And then I think I have these little 2x2 squares. I think I might just put on here, yep, to decorate. But I need to trim them out. So I'm glad this actually happened so I could show you that it's nothing to worry about. If it happens, don't get frustrated. Don't get upset about it. Look, I'm just going to put 3 of these 2x2 squares going up, and look, call it a day. Okay, there's nothing, if that something like that happens to you, there's nothing to get upset and worried about. Stuff happens, man. All it took was one little slip. But all I'm going to do is take these 2x2 squares and glue them on, and now we also have a decorated piece. Now also, since the other side is decorative, I could have just did another slice like I did on the front, but I think this is cuter. Look at that. It's super cute, right? Now what I'm going to do is just take one of these, even though I've always say use the, I'm not taking everything off to use the cover. So I'm just going to use this piece, and look, problem solved. Look how cute that is. And now we can go back to putting everything on. See? Problem solved. It was not that big of a deal. Once again, I put... How does that end up happening? And the funny thing is, it's the same piece. So I think I'm going to switch this out here instead of turning it the other way like I did the other one. And I'm just going to put this one like here. Like, that's ridiculous, right? How do I do that twice? And then I'm going to put this one up here. And I'm going to put this one down here. And this is the last one. Come on, close. Thank you. There we go. So now we have the beginnings of a December daily, but this one is folded in the wrong spot. How did that happen? Is this one that I just folded without? It might be. It's all right. We'll just do that, and if that bothers us, we can put stuff here to cover that line. Let's do that, just so it doesn't bother us. It's not going to bother me, but maybe it bothers you guys. But while I'm doing it, might as well put in the effort. Might as well put in the effort, right? And we can just glue those right like that. I was planning on going through and adding cut-aparts to the pages anyway, so I'm going to, after I glue these on, I'm going to pause and cut apart all my cut-aparts. You don't need to see me cut apart all my cut-aparts. And then we'll go back, I'll go through and I'll see where I want them. Add them in. And then we need to figure out where we're going to put the date. I like to put the year. Now, this is the autobiography of Santa Claus. I don't think that I need to put that as a December on here, but I would like to put 2024 on here. So we got to figure that out. All right, I will be back. Okay, I have all of the cut-aparts in. This is all I have left are these little scraps from this collection kit. I also have, when it comes time to start adding things to my December daily, I pulled out 5 washi tapes, okay, from my stash. I have these numbers I just got in my Echo Park mystery box. So I'm going to use these numbers. I'm not going to number beforehand because there are some things I might want to switch around the pages depending on what I've done that day. I also have these 2 things of chipboard accents. I don't care if they match the collection. That's not a big deal to me. I also have this filled with other chipboard pieces that I will dig through and use when it comes to decorating the pages. And I have the full sticker sheet. So I have a lot to work with. So a full sticker sheet, 3 full chipboard, and then a bunch of different ones. Where'd this just come from? This must have come from in here. A bunch of different random ones that are shoved in this little container. The numbers, washi tape that I may or may not use, who knows, and this is it. I'll do a quick flip through and then we're done. So I just added, like, this one's a tuck. This one I accidentally glued to the page. That's perfectly fine. Did not realize it. Crap happens. I did that a lot. All right, great. Another little tuck spot. I have 2 in there for some reason. I don't know why I did that. This one has a little flip out for extra space that I used washi tape. This, I believe, nope, not a tuck spot. I thought I made another tuck spot. How often did I glue them down? A good amount. I don't know how that happened. I'm usually so very careful. Another one with another little flip out for extra space on those smaller pages. I didn't do anything to this one because it was already done. What the heck, man? I really was not paying attention. That's all right. Stuff happens. Another flip out. This one here. Some of them don't have anything because I ran out of cut aparts. And there we go. The only thing I have to come up with a plan for is putting the date on here. However, I went to go grab my number dies to cut out number with my die cutting machine, and then I realized I don't have metal number dies. So there's that. Anyway, thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know if you use a December daily down below. Hit the like button if you like this video. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and I'll see you in the next crafty video. Have a great rest of your day.